What's going on, man? Welcome back to the basement. I'm Ron. It's been a minute. If you're in here, let me know what's going on, fellas. We're hopping into some nice underdog drafts today. A nice 2022 fantasy football draft on Underdog. We got the big board contest, $50,000 to first place. So you know, I've already cranked out, I think, 3 or 4 of these. So we're going to get in here, hop into one today. If you're already in here, waiting for the boy to turn the camera on, let me know what's up, fellas. How are we doing? We got a couple of orders of business before we get into one of these drafts, but how are we doing? What's up, Rock Lee? Oh, did not mean to do that. Rock Lee, the boy. Smash that like button on the way in, you filthy animals. Yes, sir. Make sure you smash that like button before we get into this draft. What do we got? DKB, what's good, fellas? What's good? All right. So, before we get into this draft, we're going to wait for some people to roll in. I got some things to check off here. I know that you guys are out here wondering, where the hell is Ron Stewart? Where is that boy? Because it's been, it's now like, I think I stopped posting regularly like the first week of February, or first week of January. It's been like a month now. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. First, the boy was recharging, hanging out, laying low. But now we're back at it here. And we're doing 2 things in particular. First of all, we're going crazy on Underdog. And I just wanted to show you guys this real quick. We got this, the banner down here. Sign up with code RON, and Underdog will double your deposit up to $100 bonus cash. Literally staple that to my fucking forehead. Now, I wanted to show you guys this because all the guys on Twitter know about this, but this is insane. The best gambling night of my entire gambling career or fantasy football career on Underdog. I hopped in there, did one of their weekly contests. Let's put this here. I did one of their weekly contests, which they do every single week. I'll probably be in it for the Super Bowl as well. And your boy hit it big time. Went out there, first place. Look at that. Your boy, first place, 154.06. Here was the team. It was Josh Allen, Fournette, Clyde, Tyreek Hill, God damn it, Gabriel Davis, and then Tyler Higbee. Your boy turned $25 into $2,000 that night, pretty much off of Gabriel Davis, and by 0.06 to 0.04, man. Really, really big. So here's the thing. I just wanted to show you guys that because, I don't want to be out here, pushing Underdog to you guys out there without some type of purpose. On this channel, I've said it a million times, I will never push something to you guys that I'm not myself using. I am not only drafting you guys, I had this playoff cycle, 296 playoff drafts. I had like 500 drafts in season. I really, really, really use Underdog, and we're out here winning as well. So if you want to go out there, win in best ball, go crazy on Underdog, make sure you go down below. Use my code RON, and Underdog will double your initial deposit up to $100 cash. The biggest win ever. And I'm telling you guys, dude, I want to ship one so bad. This was $2,000 in a 500-person pool. Was really, really cool. Was really, really great. Super grateful for it. But now that I had that one taste, I'm trying to ship BBM. I want to go for that first place $1 million. I really want to dude, I want to get first place in the BBM. I think it'd be huge to bring that home to you guys. We could do some really cool things on the channel with that money. But yeah, man, my first ever first place. Wanted to show you guys, it's not just I guess I am like a sicko diehard, but I'm 20 years old. I'm not out here, an optimizer bro where it's super insane, But yeah, man, shipped one of these. Really, really huge. Appreciate all you guys saying congrats, man. Turning $25 into 2,000 in one night was really fun. But dude, I was sitting at 0 points with 4 minutes left, and then Gabriel Davis scored 2 touchdowns, and I had Clyde Edwards-Helaire go crazy. So a lot of things had to fall my way, but it was really, really fun. Yeah, Gabriel Davis is going to be the name of my firstborn. Let's fucking go. Appreciate you, Rock Lee. Now, other thing that we need to get out of the way before we hop into one of these drafts. Just some housekeeping here. I just want to keep you guys updated on what the hell is going on behind the scenes, because you guys have noticed I'm not making videos right now. Now, in the back of my head, I was like, okay, I was saying I was going to hop on here and, My goal, my idea is that after my break in January, I was just going to hop on here starting February 1st, grind the hell out of daily videos, right? And, just from there on, go daily videos and kind of, it would be more like in season where it's everyday videos and it's kind of like I'm scared of, the product becoming, a McDonald's type product where I'm just pushing out videos to push out videos and there's not a ton of substance. So I actually wanted to take a step back. Now I'm grinding harder than ever, but instead of making videos, I'm right now building a massive database that I'm going to revamp the sophomore comps. I'm going to revamp all the stats I even look at for all my prospects. Going to revamp alpha betas. I'm coming up with a prospect model myself. Now, it's not going to be like some linear model that spits out a number, but a way that I can grade wide receivers into tiers, because I really want a way to, compare, how strong of a prospect was Najee Harris and how strong of a prospect is Isaiah Spiller, Breece Hall compared to that. Like, I want to be able to, Treylon Burks, if he's your wide receiver 1, yes, he's your wide receiver 1, but how do you contextualize the fact that Jamar Chase was like a wide receiver 5 overall in my rankings, whereas Treylon Burks will probably fall somewhere in like the 12 to 15 range. I want to have some kind of, accountability year over year in a way that contextualize everything, So I'm going to show you guys a sneak peek. This might be available to the patrons at some point. I might just pull out the stats that are really expensive, but this is what I've been literally building every single day. Now, I don't mind showing you guys this because like it's not like you guys can just copy and paste it, but literally just a shit ton of stats, fellas. Yards per team pass attempt, over expected. A lot of these I got to literally hand build in there myself over like 400 wide receiver prospects in here. It's insane, fellas. Yeah, it goes down to 446. So that's going to be coming, where I've revamped this whole thing. Still have more to put in, where I need to do early declare. I still need to fill out a bunch of this stuff, and then from there, start going crazy. And this is just the wide receiver part of things. Then we're going to add in the quarterback, running back, tight end. It's going to be really, really cool. It's just going to take a couple weeks for me to build the databases, build the models, revamp the sophomore comps, but it's going to bring a lot of really, really cool content for you guys. Now, that's enough of the rambling about the future and about the winnings that I've made on Underdog. Now it's time to hop into one of these drafts, fellas. Now it's time to stop the nonsense. Let me just drop the live stream link in on Twitter. Geez, I didn't need you guys to see what I had going on. Or like Juan Woodsworth. Dude, I'm telling you, I'm going crazy. I'm handcrafting that database, man. And we're taking into account yards, but not, like college dominator, all that stuff. I think is kind of a thing of the past. I think that honestly, like breakout age and dominator rating is going to be outdated in like a year or two. I think you kind of need you kind of need, how can I say this? You need yards per team pass attempt. You need to take into account weighted dominator rating instead of college dominator rating. You also need to take into account, the something I wasn't taking into account earlier was like the peaks, right? A guy like Amon-Ra St. Brown hit, but he never had like it's a bad example, but when you look at like his yards per team pass attempt, there was never like a peak of dominance where you want to look at that. Now that's a bad example because Amon-Ra St. Brown hit, but I'm just saying something to look for. The guy like Terrace Marshall too. He never had like a big season. All right, so we're gonna drop a link on Twitter. All right, so we're dropping that on YouTube. And then let me just drop this down below it, and we're going to be good to go here, fellas. Going to be good to go. So in the meantime, going to be doing live streams. Maybe I'll do some videos here and there, but I really, really want to devote 90% of my time to the database, the models, because all that's going to take a long time to really get that down, right? And we're talking like I'm grinding out like 8 to 12 hour days just on this database, just on like getting a model together, all that stuff. So trying to really put some time and effort into that. All right, so we're gonna pop that on Twitter. and we're going to hop into one of these drafts, fellas. So make sure you got the Underdog out. If you're new to Underdog, hop in there. Use promo code Ron. You can. I'm telling you, if I would deposit $100, you get $100 back. You got $200 to mess around with. So the big board drafts. Let's take a look at these real quick. Let's take a look. So this is the big board draft. I want to say so. It's going to be. Why is it showing me like weirdly? So what does it max enter at? Oh, okay. So 28,000 people, $50,000 the first play, which is really, really fun. It's a 2022 NFL best ball draft. And probably the most fun part, this is the first draft on Underdog. That's a 2022 best ball draft. That's a tournament and has the 2022 rookies. So Treylon Burks, Isaiah Spiller, Breece Hall, all those guys are in this draft. So I figured it'd be fun to hop in here. $10 for a shot at $50,000 up top. And we can talk about some prospects. Now I'm going to press enter. This is not me entering in because it's going to ask you, like, would you like to deduct this amount of money? So I'm going to press enter. I'm going to count down, deduct the money. We're going to hop in. All right. So pressing enter, hovering over yes. We're going to do this in 10, 9. We're just going to go from 5, actually. My bad. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Click. Boom. Wow, this thing's only got one person left. Sleeper added the rookies? Yeah, I saw that too. It kind of messed with our we're in the middle of an analyst startup right now, and it messed around with the player pool. So then I get, like, the commission had to go in there and fix it real quick. It wasn't a huge deal, but it was an interesting I changed my profile picture on Underdog. I probably won't keep it that way because I always got to rep the French Bulldog for Winnie. But that's what we're working with. Broccoli, you get in here or no? I'm hoping you did. Let's put this here. I think this will work. How are we looking in terms of layout here, fellas? I feel like it doesn't have. You think that's good? I think that's fine. How are we doing? I just feel like it looks dope. Like the spotted thing, and then I got the goat shit, the goat horns or whatever. Did you do the 30-second one or the 8-hour clock? I pray I did the 30-second one. I could have sworn I did. How are we doing? You said Breece Hall had the highest ADP of those rookies on Sleeper, which was interesting, at least in one QB. Yeah, but I think that probably makes sense. I wonder if that ADP well, here's the thing. First of all, like, the ADP it's not technically like average draft position. It's probably just how Sleeper kind of ranks things, which makes sense just to be conservative with the running back up top. Also, say, fellas, I'm absolutely shocked by Jamar Chase's ADP here. Like, remember, like, Justin Jefferson had a very similar first year, and he was like a late second round pick. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's a Super Bowl run, but I almost doubt that this Jamar Chase ADP holds. I can't see a world where drafters in August are taking Jamar Chase ahead of Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams. Even a Debo and a Diggs, I think, is pretty close. And I'm a very big what's his name? I'm a very big Jamar Chase guy. You guys know that. Hayden Winks, the OG. What's up, brother? The big dog at the top. Yeah, sleeper rankings, they're probably just being conservative there. Man, I'll also say these are 20 rounds, so it's a little bit different. So it goes up to 18 rounds. I will say a little bit of an interesting way to go about this. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, Javonte Williams and DeAndre Swift are already very interesting, but I think I play the ADP game and probably hope for them to come back around. So I'll just go Jefferson. I'm fine with Jefferson. I honestly kind of hate the turns at this point. Who goes? So McCaffrey after. I think that JT McCaffrey is probably the right answer. I think Jamar Chase wide receiver 2 is very weird. I don't think Jamar Chase is going to be wide receiver 2 in ADP once the summer rolls around. I can't see it. I don't see a world where that happens. You said, do you think Chase going this high has something to do with the quarterback uncertainty for Devontae and Jefferson? The thing is, like, Tyreek Hill has none at all. I mean, I guess Tyreek Hill, like, kind of fell off towards the end of the season, but it's just a little bit confusing to me. It's a little bit confusing to me. Do you think, I think that Chase being this high is honestly just the Super Bowl hype train, if I have to be honest. So for now, it sucks, but I'm just going to be fading Chase in these tournaments, so I'll make up for it in the summer because he's going to drop to the back end of the second, and I'll take him in the mid-second every single time. You said Hollywood in the 106 or Dobbins? Man, I think I go Hollywood. I think I go Hollywood there, brother. All right, so we're about to be up here. We got Kamara. I'll take, man, I like Swift here. I'm not very interested in Kelsey. Like, at cost, I don't know why you would pay $14.08 for, like, Kelsey doesn't feel, I mean, unless it was just one blip. Dude, I think I go Swift over Alvin Kamara, bro. I really think I do. I think you can even make the case for A.J. Brown here as well. I think you can make the case for Saquon here as well. Let's go Saquon. Let's go Saquon. Fellas, I'm gonna be drafting the shit out of Saquon. I hate to say it. I just took him in a dynasty startup. A bunch of analysts actually traded for him. Like, it's bad news for my wallet if Saquon flops after getting Brian Dabble. Like, once you get Brian Dabble and you pair him up with Saquon Barkley, and we get 1 year off of ACL, like, in a vacuum, fellas, this ADP is absolutely bonkers. With Saquon, I think I would take Saquon over Mixon in a vacuum. I think I take Saquon over. I think I would have Saquon as high as RB4 if I didn't care about ADP, fellas. I really hate to say it. I really do. DKB, you said, did you see the Josh Larkey tweet about ETN versus Swift ADP? I did not, but I would be very interested to see that. Let me see. Did you post it recently? Larkey's always a good idea, guy. Dude, he's been cranking the hell out of these drafts. Holy. Oh, okay. So early 2022 best ball ADP from Underdog Fantasy, Swift 17, ETN 50. I think it's likely Trevor Lawrence has a better 2022 season than Jared Goff. Why are their ADPs so far apart? Both are pass catchers with elite prospect profiles. 2021, DeAndre Swift is 2022, Travis Etienne. I would say I think Larkey makes a good point. They're very similar profiles. The thing is that we've seen DeAndre Swift excel, and he's not as big as injury risk. Lions are also kind of pointing up a little bit, but I mean, the thing I would say is I don't think their ADP should be right next to each other, but ETN should probably have an ADP right where Swift was last year, which was like that early third range. Like I could see him like in a vacuum. Man, it's tough. It's tough to put him over some of these names, but to be fair, Swift should probably be like a early to mid round third round pick if you have the medical clearance is really what it comes down to for me. But it's an interesting idea because I think in terms of it's hard to compare them year 3 to year 2, but if you want to compare Swift's year 2 to ETN's year 2, they're virtually the same thing. Rockley, you said if I do another, you'll super chat me. I'll think about it. We'll see what time it is when we finish this. Possibly. So Hopkins goes. Man, Keenan Allen, I'm really not a big fan of. Deontay Johnson is tough to get. Tough to get me up in the morning for Deontay Johnson. I think Deontay Johnson and Kittle are very interesting here. I'm just gonna go T. I'm going to go T, even though I feel like we're paying a freaking premium on these Bengals, man. I think we're paying a premium. You said Tyreek's a little undervalued. You said Peyton retirement and QB uncertainty hurts him, but damn. Oh, in terms of Kamara? Kamara's tough, man. Dude, he, like, I'm not saying he's dust, but he's getting pretty old. He's not really the runner he used to be. Mark Ingram's probably going to stay there for a year. Towards the end, Mark Ingram was taking away really, really serious work. Chandler, what's good, brother? You said you took Saquon at 204 in a midseason startup, felt sick about it with how he finished the year. I finished third out of the money, 48 points. Pain. Dude, it sucks because he literally, like, what? He had that streak of, like, 20-point games where he was doing well. And then he just had, like, that freak injury where he rolled his ankle. You said RB value in the first 4 to 6 rounds is good this year. Yeah, I think until things get efficient, the RB dead zone really isn't anything to be too scared of yet. Oh, yeah. Saquon rebounds, dude, and Dabble getting hired is massive. You said ETN is lower because people are worried about J-Rob coming back and cutting into his carries, right? Plus the injury. I want to say J-Rob's not a huge we're going to go Kittle here. I want to say that J-Rob's not a huge concern, right? Cuz he tore his ACL late season. I mean, he probably misses the first month at the very least. So ETN's going to get every opportunity to be the lead guy, as long as, I will say this far out, there is a chance that he gets, like, dude, it would be absolutely insane if they draft another running back, but, like, if they took Spiller or something, it really wouldn't even shock me. Especially if they keep their GM, what's his name, Trent Baalke. But yeah, people are definitely worried about his plantar fasciitis or something. I don't know. You said I agree. I'm not as high on ETN as him. Don't think the ADP is that off. I think the ADP is off. I wouldn't say that Swift and ETN should be right next to each other, but I will say that the ETN ADP is off. Like ETN, I probably take. I think I definitely take ETN over Jacobs. I definitely take ETN over Fournette. I think I definitely take him over Zeke. I think him versus Dobbins. I think I take him over Dobbins. I think I do. I take him over Aaron Jones. I think Elijah Mitchell is very close though. But I think man. And a lot of you guys are going to hate this, but I think I would take ETN over Montgomery. I think I would. So I will say with the 20-round setup here, I really don't know. I really don't know how to allocate stuff yet. It seems like the 2 rounds is putting a whole new wrinkle into roster construction. I know that Larky has been getting creative, dude. He did so he's tweeting about it all day. 2-5-11-2 build, which is really interesting. Or I guess you kind of sleep on wide receiver and go crazy later on. What else does he have? He did a 10 running back. Oh no, never mind. That's not what he did. 2-6-8-4 where he did 4 tight ends. But it's viable because he waited really long on the tight ends. You can get really weird, man. Oh yeah, you're right. The J-Rob injury was Achilles. So that's huge. Where I think minimum he misses the first month of the season. You said Etienne's a lot younger than MJD when he sustained that injury. I didn't know that Jones Drew had that injury. So shout out Jones Drew, man. What a run that guy had. I will say, looking at early values, I think I'm not gonna have, man. I don't think I'm gonna have a ton of Amari Cooper, to be real with you guys. Looking at his stats today, dude, I know he missed a game or two, but this man really had. Damn, I can't pull it up. He had under 1,000 yards. He had like 800. He had like 800 yards and 8 touchdowns, dude. He had an 18% target share. You guys know I like all I really care about is target. Guys, this is okay. This is insane. We're putting Joe Burrow. Okay, so here's the thing, fellas. Joe Burrow, sick. Really, really good quarterback. He's a really, really good quarterback. Maybe even top 5 IRL. But when it comes to fantasy football, I don't see how you have him ahead of Lamar Jackson. In season, in normal points per game, he was like the QB 10 Joe Burrow. This is insane. I'm actually upset about taking T because I can't even stack him. I have no interest in stacking him. Man, dude, I'm just gonna end up with Michael Thomas in every single draft. Give me Michael Thomas here. I'll take Michael Thomas there all day long. I think he probably gets out of New Orleans, right, fellas? He's got to get out of New Orleans. There's no way that he stays. No shot. Wait, somebody asked me something. Jeremy, the boy. Dude, I appreciate you still. Dude, Jeremy Schoen might be one of the most OG supporters of the channel. And you used to be in the TikTok comments as well. But you said, thought you'd take a break after the season, but man keeps on grinding. Respect. I've been taking a break. The entire month of January, I took time off. I didn't do anything. I was just sitting around all day, hanging out with friends while they were home, playing Xbox, doing dumb shit. But now we're back. But yeah, video stuff is still slow and is still not going to be up to speed because I mentioned in the beginning part of the live stream, but I'm gonna be grinding the hell out of this database, prospect models, all that stuff. I'm telling you guys, we're bringing for dynasty content I mean the prospect grades will even flow over into seasonal. But if I can really hone in these prospect grades the right way, I'm really excited about what we got here. Really excited. Yeah, it's 4-point passing TDs as well. I really don't know why. I really don't know why Burrow would even be there. If I'm like, I really do not understand that at all. I think we're gonna try and go with like an anchor RB type approach. I think Breece Hall does make some sense in the 6th round. I will say I would really like a wide receiver, but I don't see anything that I like. Let's go Breece Hall. Let's take the mystery box. I gotta imagine there's no way that Breece Hall is a 6th round pick come draft time. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it in August that he's anything lower than a 4th round pick, Breece Hall. You said you're working on a robust RB manifesto. I'll be one of the first people to get a free copy. Please send that my way. Please. Here's the thing, Rockley. You want to know something embarrassing? Let me pull this up real quick. I'll put the draft right back on the screen. This is actually I showed this in my 0 RB video, I believe. If you literally just look up Ron Stewart robust RB, oh man, this is disgusting. I can't believe I wrote this article. I'm actually so upset that I ever wrote this article. Look at this. Dominate in 2020 with a robust RB draft strategy. I really don't even want it to, like, I'm upset that I even wrote this. Like, this is just, let's just ignore that ever happened. But one of my first ever articles was robust RB draft strategy. Let's just say that your boy, at that point, I was like 18 writing fantasy football articles, so put some respect to my name. And second of all, I've grown a lot since then. You said Hall would have to go to a terrible situation to remain a 6. Yeah, exactly. Like I think he probably gets pumped into like a 4th or a 3rd. Who's a good comp because he's gonna be like a 2nd round pick. So I guess kind of like Akers, Dobbins from 2020. Akers, Dobbins, JT, Swift, all those guys. Here's the thing, robust RB. I think robust RB is actually its most effective in best ball. If you do hyper fragile, where you go like 3 or 4 straight running backs and you cut it off right then and there, dude. Really viable strategy. So LMAO, dude, I'm telling you, it's a rough article. It's a rough article. It's a really rough article, but somewhere to start. Go from there. We'll say, dude, the wide receivers are looking rough, man. Like I hate to be that guy. I didn't take enough wide receivers. I played myself. I think the goal here is going to be ending up with what kind of quarterbacks are left. So Lance is still okay. We still got some Konami code guys. Yeah, we're looking good at quarterback. So I think that the goal here is going to be a 2-6-10-2. Does that work? 2-6-10-2. Am I an idiot? Does that? Yeah. We'll do a 2-6-2-10-2. All right, so now we're up. Clyde is a no-go. Cordarrelle is a no-go. Kareem Hunt is a no-go. Odell Beckham is kind of interesting in this price range. Connor. Lance could be fun. Singletary. Let's go, man, I guess we'll go OBJ. I swear I'm paying a Super Bowl premium on Odell there. I swear. Jeremy said, I didn't follow fantasy too much this year. Just wondering, zero RB and hero RB workout win rate wise. The thing is, we don't have win rates yet. Is really what it comes down to. But in my opinion, I think at the very least the zero RB principles of avoiding the RB dead zone, which had, I know some people are going to point at the RB dead zone, say that there were some hits. Of course, there's always going to be some hits, but a lot of the league winners at running back were guys like Fournette, James Conner. I mean, James Robinson was at one point, Melvin Gordon was, but the guys that we were fading was like Miles Sanders, David Montgomery, Chris Carson. I wish I could just remember all the top of my head, but I can't. I would need to look at a draft board, but yeah, we need I need win rates to officially come out. You said you like 2-6-10-2. 3-5-11-2 is fire as well. I've heard man, Cordell Patterson could be fun right here. Here, dude, is it like, what do we even think about Cordell Patterson in 2020? I really don't know what I think about him. In this spot though, I think I'll go Claypool. Actually, let's go Drake London for funsies. Oh, no, please. If it takes Cordell Patterson, it's really not the end of the world though. It really isn't. Damn it, it took Cordell. Okay, here's the thing. Do not fault Underdog for that. That's my own shitty internet, but it's fine. We got Cordell Patterson handed to us. I'm really not that mad at that. I'm really not that mad at it. I've also heard that some people really advocate for the 3 quarterback thing. What do we think about the 3 quarterback thing? I don't think it really matters too much. I think it just comes down to how early you take your first one. It's kind of what it comes down to. Oh wait, you said, dude, I don't think it's 2-5-11-2, 3-5-11-2 isn't even possible. I'm an idiot. But it's fine. I know some people really like to have the 3 quarterbacks. I will say, what it seems like is that you kind of want to build what like you build last year, like the 2. Here's the thing, like I'm familiar with like 2-5-9-2 from last year. You even had like the you could go like 3-4-10-3. I don't know. I gotta do some digging on optimal constructions for the 20 round shit. The 20 rounds is throwing me completely off. I'll be honest with you guys. Also, I have no clue if any of you guys are in the draft right now, but I am praying to get Jalen Hurts to fall to me. If I don't end up with Hurts, Russ, Fields in the next few picks, I'm not gonna be happy. I will also say Isaiah Spiller at 99 ADP is ridiculous. That'll be. I also would like to get him here at one of these next 2 picks. Jeez, dude. Isaiah Spiller at pick 99 is ridiculous. He's probably gonna go second round 2, just like Breece Hall. I have Breece Hall. Here's the thing. I don't have my prospect model out yet, but from what I can kind of see, and here's the thing. I'm very blind right now with these rookie running backs because some of the biggest inputs in my mental model are NFL.com grades. We do not have those. Athleticism, we do not have combine stuff. Yards created, we don't have yards created until like literally the summer. Yeah, no, Spiller is way too low, Brock. It's insane. I gotta imagine like Spiller, all he needs is second round draft capital, and there's zero shot that if he gets second round draft capital, there's zero shot that in August that he's a ninth round pick. There's just no way. Yeah, literally, I just wanna load up on the cheap boys. I will say wide receiver is looking rough at this point. Man, oh man, this is I got to get it back drilled into my head that you need to come out with like 7 wide receivers through the first X amount of. Wow, Spiller went. Dude, these wide receivers are ugly, man. Damn, I guess we'll get Russ. Whatever. Yeah, 1,000%. 1,000%. You said immediate and above, intermediate and above dynasty slash Devi players have the advantage the earlier we draft relative to the field. 100%. If you just know who's nice at football, like that's literally the biggest advantage. I want to say I saw some people talk about it, but I want to say Jahan Dotson has like one of the most disrespectful ADPs. And I don't even like Jahan Dotson, in my opinion, isn't a great prospect, but if he gets first round draft capital, he'll be like, his ADP in August will be like 90 to 110 at the worst. So that's huge. That's huge profit already. I wish I could just, dude. If Underdog lets me do this, they're goated. But I don't think they do. Yeah. Damn it. I would love to just be able to sort by rookies. Did you want to join an Underdog draft just to get cheap rookies? Oh yeah, of course. I think they're the biggest value right now. There's no way that Breece Hall, like, you're getting like 20 pick values. You're getting a lot of value in a lot of people though. What are some good RB landing spots? Man, I'd have to see who actually leaves in free agency and stuff, but I think Miami is one. I think that's fair to say. All right, so Chase Edmonds is actually really interesting. Dude, these wide receivers suck so bad. I literally want none of these guys on this list. I want none of them. This is not good, fellas. Do I just go Tyler Boyd? Tyler Boyd, just lock him in for 150 points. Why not? Whatever. I hate this team, guys. I hate it. I screwed up. I took too many non-wide receivers. I forgot that you just need to force feed yourself wide receivers is what it comes down to. You said Cardinals, Bills, Dolphins, Falcons, all solid landing spots. Bills is an interesting one because they're so sharp that they literally won't draft a running back with high draft capital. So then the problem becomes that you'll probably if they draft a running back, it'll be like a 4th rounder. It'll be like Rashad White or something, and he'll just add to their like Singletary Moss rotation, which won't be that fun. And like I don't see a world where they just splash on a running back in the first round, especially after seeing what Kansas City did with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. There's no way. I think that front office is too smart, especially with these running backs. If it was like a Bijan level prospect or something, then maybe. You're already over 90 drafts in on Underdog for 2022. Jeez. You're going crazy, brother. 73 rookies and sophomore drafts. Dude, I wish I did more of those. I probably have like maybe 5 of them. I really focused in on the playoff drafts this cycle, dude, but what was I going to say? Those rookie sophomore drafts are actually so dope because there's 0% rake. And I'm sure you probably already know that, but 0% rake on a tournament is really plus EV. I wish that I had more entries in that tournament, man. I hope you guys didn't hear too much of that. My goodness. Now, is this a spot where we start correlating our outcomes? Should I care about getting Kirk for our Jefferson? I mean, maybe. T kind of correlates with our Boyd. How many running backs are we thinking? I kind of think a nice 2-6-9-2 build here makes a lot of sense. Then we have Deshaun up at the top. I really don't know what to think about Deshaun. I really do not know. I don't think I'm really interested in taking him in best ball yet. Like I don't think there's enough impact you can get from a quarterback for it to make sense at cost. Okay, Fournan's got him anyways. Dude, I might take David Bell for fun. The thing is, I mean, dude, if David Bell gets, here's the thing: if A Wood snipes me, I should be pissed. But if David Bell gets what, second round draft capital, here's the thing: he could get like fifth. Apparently, the NFL doesn't really like him, even though he has a really strong analytical profile. But if he gets second round draft capital, I think that he probably ends up, you know, if he's 124 now, if he gets second round draft capital, he probably goes up, like especially once the Seiko start drafting in August, dude. I think that he'd probably end up in like the 90 range, right around like, you know, the Elijah Moore spot. Right, I'm trying to think, because, yeah, like Elijah Moore, Rondo Moore, Terrace Marshall, all broke into the top, you know, 10, 9, 8 rounds in like peak sicko season, if you will. Now, I will say, fellas, taking a look at my team right now, I'm going to roast myself. Here's the thing. This is like my third draft on the big board. I think I did this wrong. I think this is too balanced, where there's not like a clear advantage anywhere, right? I mean, I guess like the tight end is strong, but I think you either want to go all out on your running backs and go robust RB, or you want to go all out on your wide receivers and go, you know, zero RB, hero RB. I think I kind of tweened it a little bit, where I didn't take enough running backs early. I didn't, you know, wait on running backs enough in terms of doing like an anchor RB. So it's like a balanced, like I'm not a big fan of it. If you build a team like this, you're not really winning on structural advantage. You're not winning on positional advantage. You're kind of just winning on random hits, which is just kind of the bare minimum, if that makes sense. So we got Carson, Gage, Devontae Parker, Julio. Oh man, this is ugly. Let's go Parker. I really don't. Or actually, no. Let's go Russell Gage. Russell Gage was decent. He'll give you some floor spots in the flex spot. Now I will say, in terms of onesie positions, what are we looking at here? Dude, Daniel Jones is really fun as a QB too. So is Matt Ryan. I think that's a really good value. Now here's the thing: if I have Russell Wilson, and I take one of these guys, do I need 3 quarterbacks or is 2 fine? Here's the thing, fellas. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I got all the answers. I really don't. I'm honestly genuinely curious what you guys think. I mean, Daniel Jones, Matt Ryan, like, do I need to add 2 quarterbacks to Russell Wilson? I know I only need 1 tight end for Kittle. And I will say that my strategy with tight ends has been just picking up like either Evan Ingram, David Njoku I like at that price. Dude, I think Albert O makes a lot of sense too at that price. You said, yeah, David Bell has some nice yak ability and could be a good player. I haven't watched any tape on him. I do plan on eventually maybe grinding a little bit of tape, even though I am like a huge numbers guy. Maybe I need to kind of get a feel just for their archetype of player, you know? But David Bell from an analytical perspective is really, really clean. But I honestly think the way that he projects, it seems like he's a little bit more of a like catch and fall down type guy. But I could be wrong. Super chat from Rock Lee. Appreciate you, brother. So I'm not sure if I've said it to you, but I've big Naruto fan. I've seen Shippuden and the Part 1 series. But you got Best Sleeper, Nico Collins, Donovan Peoples-Jones, or Quez. Man, I hate all those options, man. But I think if you put a gun to my head and you make me choose, jeez, how close are they in ADP? Dude, Jahan Dotson's ADP makes no sense. Man, Nico Collins. Dude, Donovan Peoples-Jones got to be down here. Or Donovan Peoples-Jones already go? If Donovan Peoples-Jones went ahead of if he went ahead of Jarvis Landry and Chenault, I'll be astounded. Oh no, he's right here. Man, if you make me choose between Peoples-Jones, Nico Collins, and Quez, I think I go Peoples-Jones. I guess just because, you know, 5-star recruit, all that type of stuff. I think Rashad White's really interesting here. I think Jamison Williams is really interesting here. Curtis Samuel is really... Oh, Jamison Williams goes. Rashad White is somewhat interesting here, but I do think he might just get steamed like Jamar Jefferson and just get no draft capital at all. How many more running backs do I need? I need 3 more. Rashad White could be fun. I think Curtis Samuel makes some sense. Let's go Rashad White for funsies. Why not? How do you guys feel about Rashad White? I think he looks really, really good, but it comes down to draft capital. said you do prefer 3 depending on the second quarterback. Yeah, that's the problem. Well, Daniel Jones is already gone, so this guy took him way ahead of ADP. So I mean, with like Tua, Matt Ryan might have to take 2. We'll see. Zach Wilson could be fun as well. Problem is I don't have anybody to stack with Zach Wilson, but it depends if is Corey Davis still available? Like is that how poorly people think about Corey Davis? I really hope not. Okay, but I could stack him with like Jamison Crowder maybe. I doubt that Jamison Crowder stays though. You said take Zach Wilson. I could take Zach Wilson. I do like me some Zach Wilson. You said Minato is actually your favorite character, followed by Rockley and Shikamaru. I would say Shikamaru is my favorite character. I fuck with him the most. Love that he's just cold as hell. Hits him with the such a drag. But I would like to. I was actually thinking. I'll share this with you, Rockley. I think I had a tattoo idea where I think a fun tattoo would be Asuma's lighter that Shikamaru ended up inheriting and like carrying around. I think it'd be cool. Remember your fallen senseis. All right, so we have Logan Thomas. So Zach Wilson didn't go. We could take Zach Wilson. I have trouble taking Zach Wilson over Tua though, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. I will say though, I think I'm just gonna take Jahan Dotson. As much as I don't even really like the prospect, I think that his ADP is just silly. Like he has the potential to be a first round pick. Like he's getting mocked in the first round. Let me show you guys a nice little website real quick. It's called Grinding the Mocks. I'll pull it up real quick. All right, so let's put the screen back on. So this is Grinding the Mocks, where it shows like player ADP pretty much. So you guys can see like Thibodeau is like first, then Hutch, whatever. Go down like 32. I'd be shocked if Dotson doesn't show up. Damn, so he doesn't show up. But let's just look at wide receivers. He's got to be pretty high. Yeah, so he's 6. Expected draft position 31.9. So he's supposed to be like the end of the second. He's getting drafted. After David Bell. David Bell gets drafted before him. Jameson Williams gets drafted before him, despite having an ACL injury. Pickens does not. But yeah, it's a little bit funky how far Jahan Dotson has fallen. And I don't even like him as a prospect, but in terms of like draft capital, like what are we doing here? I'll take Dotson all day. So what are we at? So we want to end up with 2, 6, 8, 9. Okay, so we need 2 running backs, a quarterback, and a tight end. We're looking good. If we can get Matt Ryan, I would actually be really happy with that. You said Rachaad White this low was a steal. Even a 4th rounder like Michael Carter was solid when healthy last year. I do agree. If he gets 4th round draft capital, he could get steamed up like a Michael Carter. Michael Carter, what? He ended up being like an 8th round pick last year. I think that maybe even higher. Maybe even like 6th round pick. I can't remember. You said, why is Dotson below Nico Collins? Yeah, it makes no sense. And I didn't mind Nico Collins coming out, but it really depends. We got to wait till May to get the face planner data on all the wide receivers, but it is interesting. All right, so Shepard goes. Matt Ryan's really my only quarterback that I'm interested in this range. Do we need to take a quarterback here? Yeah, but I will just take kind of like I'll take a 20. I think we'll probably just take one of these running backs. Like I'm a slave to ADP. If Myles Gaskin's ADP is 152 and we have pick 177, I'll take Myles Gaskin. I really don't care. I really do not care. We could also. I want to aim for Gerald Everett to go with. Gerald Everett not here to go with Russ, even though he probably won't be. I kind of think Russ ends up being a Seahawk again. I really don't think that he goes anywhere. If I'm being honest with you guys, what do you guys think about Russ in terms of landing spots, or if he leaves at all? I kind of don't see it, but then again, I mean, it was a really ugly season. This guy goes Jamal Williams. I think the move is going to be to grab one of these 3 running backs, and then we're going to come back right here. Or no, let's actually... No, yeah. And then we'll come back right here and we'll snag Matt Ryan. I'm thinking... Man. I'm debating going a 3 quarterback build, but I don't know where to pull a position from. Do we just go 5 running backs? Does 5 running backs get us there? Is Matt Ryan enough? I really don't know. Also, all day I'll take Myles Gaskin there. You think Russ leaves just not sure where? I wonder if he has like I wonder if oh geez, let me put this in a better spot than where it is. But I really don't know. I wonder what his I'm gonna see if there's like a Vegas odds out there for it. Let me see if DraftKings has like a bet up for him. I'd be really interested to see that. I also wonder what the Seahawks do at quarterback if he does leave. I think it probably would be ugly. Football. Damn, they don't have any lines for him. I'd like to know. Or maybe I'll just Google it real quick. Most likely landing spots for Russell Wilson, Las Vegas odds. Alright, please let us get Matt Ryan. I don't think Matt Ryan's a bad pick at all. Damn! Why would you do that, man? Why would you do that? Okay, we're going to go 3 quarterbacks, I think. I think we have to. So we'll go... Do we go Wentz? Is Wentz going to be a starting quarterback? Is Wentz going to be a starting quarterback in 2022? I guess. All right, so we'll go 3 quarterbacks. Man, oh man. So how many picks we got left? We got 17, 18, 19, 20. We'll go 3 quarterbacks, 2 tight ends for sure. So 3-2. 3-2, 5-8. I'm an idiot. 3-2, so that's 5. So we have 15 between running backs and wide receivers. Does 3-6-9-2 work, or am I being an idiot? 3-6-9-2? I don't think 3-6-9-2 is a bad thing to aim for. 3-6-9-2. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna aim for 3-6-9-2. I really don't know what to do. Like, does Malik Willis start this season? I think what? Probably no. He said his wife wants to go to a big city, which makes it more complicated from just a football perspective. I think Denver, Pitt, or Indy makes sense. Yeah, I agree. It's just, who knows? I feel like both my quarterbacks probably want to be on the teams that they have listed. Yo, what's up, Derek? Dude, I literally put in what am I trying to say? I put in Discord. I added everyone. I honestly added everyone just because you didn't get the notification last time. I added everyone in the where I post videos, but I also just remember that you don't really use Discord like that. I wonder why it's not sending out notifications when I go live. Like, are you saying, do you have YouTube notifications on, Derek, and it doesn't send them now? Or hasn't for the last 2 streams? I guess Baker at this price. Oh, there he goes. Like, what do you think about, like is Malik Willis, Matt Corral, are they interesting? Goff, Jameis. I guess Jameis is kind of interesting. Howell. I like Howell a lot. I just don't know if he'll get draft capital. Taysom. Like, what do we... Guys, I need a 3rd quarterback, and I don't know what I'm doing there. I really don't. All right, let me see. What are we doing here? I think Everett makes some sense, even though probably Russ doesn't stay in Seattle. What do we like? What do we think about like Malik Willis? Like I'm very interested in Malik Willis. The prospect has that Konami code rushing upside. I just don't know if he starts. Oh well, Malik Willis goes anywhere. Goes anyways. So I'm getting sniped by this guy all freaking draft. All right, so we'll go Darrell Williams here. Why not? Might be straight up a better running back than Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I believe he started over Clyde at LSU for a season. I could be wrong though. What's up? So Derek, $10. Appreciate the $10, Derek. Of course, thank you for the super chat. You said I get maybe 80% of the YouTube notifications. I should partly. I might have been on my phone. I don't know. Damn, you hate to see that. Well, you hate to see YouTube screwing up. Might have been user error, but we'll give you the benefit of the doubt, Derek. How are we doing, fellas? How are we doing? Dude, I'm tired, man. Dude, I've been slaving away in these spreadsheets today, fellas. Yeah, I think Willis probably. I think Willis. If I was Las Vegas and I was setting the over under games played for Malik Willis, I think I probably put it at 3.5. What do you think? Over under 3.5. Everybody in the chat. Over under 3.5 on Malik Willis games started in the NFL, where he takes the first snap under center. Over under 3.5. Man, I think gun to my head. Just because of injuries, I think I go over. But who knows? So we already got all our running backs. We need a quarterback, a tight end, and a wide receiver here. Emmanuel Sanders, Guyton, Hamler. Dude, Justin Ross is fun. These rookie wide receivers are fun late. I don't mind taking a swing on any of them. All right, so I think the move. So Everett goes, which sucks. We need a third quarterback. I'm just gonna go Jameis. I'm gonna go Jameis and hope he starts somewhere. I think that's what has to happen. Let's go Jameis and hope he starts somewhere. I gotta be honest with you guys. I hate this team. I fucking hate this team. Hate it. Hate this team. Throw this whole team away. I hate the whole thing. Willis will probably ride bench in my opinion. He's your quarterback 1, Howell 2. Yeah, I would say I have Willis and Howell up there right now. They're my favorites. Really just comes down to draft capital. I will say if Malik Willis gets top 10 draft capital, then he probably needs to be. I think Sanderson had that take today, which I agree with. People were in the comments like, dude, if Malik Willis gets top 10 draft capital, he's the 101 in this class most likely. Let's see what he said exactly. He said if Malik Willis is a top 10 pick, he's a top 12 dynasty QB in the clear 101 in 2022 rookie drafts. He said top 10 Willis would belong in the same tier as Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields, given his rushing upside, the wide range of outcomes in quarterback, and the underwhelming rookie years of both Fields and Lawrence. In my opinion, that's a top 24 dynasty asset with his rushing upside. I really can't dispute that. If he got top 10 draft capital. I agree. So Tomlin has been watching Willis very closely at the Senior Bowl. I would love to see Willis in Pittsburgh, man. Would love that. See him to pay with a bridge quarterback for a year while Willis sits and develops. I'm trying to think what bridge quarterbacks are even out there at this point. They would have to give up too much to get Jimmy G to the point where it wouldn't even make sense. I guess like Teddy Bridgewater could make sense. I don't know how long his contract is. Trying to think of bridge quarterbacks. Goff will stay in Detroit. You're probably not trading for him. You don't want to trade for Jimmy. I guess Darnold makes some sense. I think honest to God, dude, if I was an NFL GM and I didn't have a good quarterback, like, if I could send like a 4th or a 5th to Buffalo for Mitch Trubisky, I think I would. Same with Mariota. Same with Minshew. I think that's how I would bridge it. All right, so we got our quarterbacks. Our next pick is going to be, dude, I swear to God, A-Wood, dude. If you snipe me one more time, brother. You snipe me one more time, watch what happens, bro. I'm taking David Njoku. If he takes David Njoku, we're going to have some issues. There we go. All right, so we'll take Njoku. Praying to God Njoku. Fun fact, Njoku went to a high school by my hometown, dude. Dude, he's so good. I don't know why get the hell out of Cleveland, bro. Get out. Like, it's just the terrible passing environment. They're out there. Oh, you're saying Trubisky's a free agent? That'd be, dude, if I was the Steelers, dude, you fix the whole franchise. You sign Mitch Trubisky, and at the 20th overall pick, you draft either Howell, Willis, or Coral, and you call it a day. Boom. Fixed. You said Willis from the tools perspective. I will say I haven't watched any film at all on Malik Willis. I just know what he is as a prospect in terms of, big arm, fast legs. But Willis from a tools perspective has Josh Allen level upside, but he has to get the pieces and coaching to develop like Josh Allen with Buffalo. Yeah, that's a fair point. I think Steelers could be a spot like that. Honest to God, he's apparently been absolutely tearing up the Senior Bowl. Like, I think it wouldn't shock me at all if he got top 10 draft capital. It really wouldn't. Yep, 1,000%. 1,000%. Both really good tight ends from that same class. Willis from a tools. I already read that. He said, "I would love Mariota to get a starting job." I agree. He's amazing. Now I'm gonna get a wide receiver here. I would like to just get a random rookie. So Ross is fun. I really like Justin Ross. Jalen Tolbert is fun. I don't mind. I might go Jalen Tolbert. Let's go Tolbert. I think he probably gets better in real life draft capital, and that's really all I care about in redraft. This far out, at least. All right, fellas. That's our draft. Y'all see the squad on the right side. Russ, Wentz, Winston, Saquon, Breece Hall, Cordarrelle, Rashad White, Gaskin, Darrell Williams, J. Jeff T, MT, OBJ, Boyd, Bell, Gage, Dotson, Tolbert, Kittle, and Njoku. It's a decent squad. It's a balanced squad. Now, as always, before I head out of here, gonna go hang out, play some Xbox, enjoy some time with the fellas and my dog. Again, if you're new to Underdog, all these 2022 drafts, man, it's the best place to go for best ball. And again, I won the $2,000 contest. Like, I live on this app. It's amazing. I'm telling you guys, this is not just me, pushing something to push something. I love this app. If you're out there, you enjoy fantasy football as much as we do, hop on there, sign up with code Ron, promo code Ron, and they will match your deposit up to $100. You put in $10, they'll match you $10. You put in $50, they'll match $50. So if you put in $50, you now have $100 in your account. So really, really cool promo that they're out here doing. Make sure you hop on that if you have not already, fellas. As always, I love you guys. I'm going to be working on the prospect database, getting all that stuff together. I think I'll maybe make a free version for or not a free version, but a version that doesn't have any, I can't have like PFF receiving grades where I'm like leaking PFF's paid content, but I could kind of make a database without that, like a different version, so you guys could have it, the patrons. So that'll be on Patreon. We're going to be revamping how we look at prospects, how we all look at prospects. I'm putting together this massive database, going to revamp my sophomore comps process, my prospecting process, all that crazy shit. So a lot of really good stuff coming in the future. We're going crazy. As always, I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one, fellas.